Oh, hello everyone. Ziljin here with another episode of Let's Talk About Things. So yeah, like I said in the previous video, the vlog, I'm gonna be doing more. Uh, I'm gonna be occasionally doing some vlogs that are, I don't know, interesting, relevant, etc. So yeah, this is kind of, by internet news, this is like old news a couple of days ago. But yeah, unified Korea and possibly independent Kurdistan. So yeah, politics. So that means this video will get demonetized right away and never. It's gonna be marked as not advertiser friendly. So that probably means ad free experience for you, maybe if you're lucky. Yeah, yeah. So like, yeah, I probably should open up some articles, but yeah, just gonna be talking off the cuff. I did read some stuff about it and watch videos, mostly the Young Turk videos, although they didn't have much videos about this, did they? Yeah, but yeah. So for the winter? Summer? I don't know. But basically, the upcoming Olympics, 2018 Olympics, the North Korea and South Korea are having talks that they want to have like a unified Korea flag, unified Korea team, at least for, was it hockey? Women's hockey? But some women's sports, yeah, I think it's a women's hockey team. Probably should have researched this anyway. I did read up about it, but I kind of forgotten some details about it. But yeah, so potential unified Korean team. Um, Although a lot of people criticize it in South Korea, saying like, "Oh, North Korea is just pretending to be unified," while meanwhile they're like researching their nuclear weapons program, increasing the research and development, just using it to like try to ease down the sanctions, going like, "Oh, see, we're no longer threatening annihilation of South Korea. Like, we're not gonna do that anymore." But like, we want to be friends and stuff. Give us more money and aid and etc. Food. We need that stuff so we can divert more money into nuclear weapons. That's what the South Korean critics are saying, and probably critics all across the world. Yeah. But yeah, and also ignoring that, there's also critics going like, "Oh, now the team, because like the South Korean team, they've been training for the Olympics, they've been playing all by themselves. Not all by themselves, but like they're like a team. They've been the same team for whatever, etc. number of years of training, and now they're suddenly gonna like try to jam some North Korean players into the team. Now it's gonna like, yo, you like they're outsiders. It's not gonna like the chemistry is gonna be all off, and maybe who knows? Maybe it'll be like even off, like because like South Korea and North Korea, like there's like the issues with the the constant fear and the propaganda, etc. So maybe the North Korean players won't like the South Korean players, right? Maybe to try to sabotage the team. Maybe that's their mission, to sabotage the South Korean team, like make them look bad or something. Who knows, right? Yeah. Maybe they're like, oh, like Kim Jong Un says you South Koreans are terrible people. Like I don't want to work for you. Like I don't want to help you, etc. Who knows? Yeah, or maybe the South Korean players, views the North Korean players as not as good as them, because their country is basically hellhole. Yeah. Oh wait, that's probably offensive to say, but yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, North Korea. Yeah. So Donald Trump keeps on threatening nuclear war, like we're gonna nuke the hell out of North Korea, etc. It's kind of weird because I remember in the campaign trail, etc. He's like, "Let's pull out of the entire world. We're gonna be stop being the world police." And now, like, he's threatening nuclear war with North Korea, and well, I don't know if it's Donald Trump or the army or whatever, but U.S. is now proposing a 30,000 U.S. backed Syrian Defense Force across the northern border of Syria, which is mostly made of Kurdish militias, volunteers, etc. There's also Arabic soldiers and volunteers and troops, etc. But yeah, a lot of it, the bulk of it, is Kurdish forces. So it's kind of weird because like Donald Trump is like, we're pulling out everywhere, we're withdrawing like all the military support, like whoa, like put America first, make America great again, like yeah, isolationism, like yeah, anti-globalism, we don't want free trade, we don't want no trade, like we want lots of tariffs and etc. Like we're gonna pull out all our military forces because let the other countries take care of themselves, right? That's what they said about South Korea. Like, just build some nuclear weapons of your own, and then South Korea and Japan just build nuclear weapons, and then North Korea can't threaten you with nuclear weapons because you could just launch back nuclear weapons and freaking cause World War III and kill everybody. Yeah, nuclear deterrent. That solves everything. Yeah, kind of crazy. Now he wants to have nuclear war with North Korea. He wants to have war with North Korea. That's the opposite of letting South Korea and Japan handle North Korea. That's the opposite of letting China negotiate and handle North Korea. Yeah. And then it's like, first Donald Trump's blaming China. It's like, oh, you're not doing anything to help us with North Korea. And then later on, after the meeting with the Chinese president, he's like, oh, actually, China's working really hard, and etc. And then now he's like, oh my God, China's lying to us. They're still trading with them, and they're not doing anything at all. It's like back and forth. Donald Trump is like just making stuff up as he just can't make up his mind. Yeah, and then like Kurdistan, yeah. I mean, I kind of glossed over it, but yeah, like that be yeah. And North Korea, like North Korea, South Korea, a unified Korea, is that even possible? That would be pretty freaking cool. But yeah, and also Kurdistan, independent Kurdistan, that would be awesome, but also probably impossible because there's parts of it in Iraq, Syria, Iran, and Turkey is now threatening war and threatening to invade and kill all the Kurdish people. Yeah, and U.S. is like, no, there's Arabs too. It's not just Kurds. It's just not just Kurdish people. Like. And the Turkish, no, you're helping you're helping the Kurdish terrorists, etc. Even though the Syrian Kurdish militias are separate from the Kurdish group in militia group in Turkey. They say they're terrorists. I don't know the exact. I don't live in Turkey. I don't live in Syria. I don't live in Iran. I'm not Iranian, Kurdish, Turkish, Syrian, etc. So I guess it kind of like there's no place for me to speak about it. But like this is what happens from the apocalypse. Everyone else is speaking their uneducated opinions about things they don't know about or they shouldn't be talking about. But hey, anything for that sweet precious AdSense, right? Yeah. But yeah. But also everyone else is talking about it, well, the news and stuff. And yeah, I mean, on one hand, definitely more independent nations. Very cool, very awesome, because everyone's all about freedom, right? At least people say that. But there's also the problem, like, independent nations, it benefits the people who's going to be in the independent nation, but it kind of like detriments the country, the people of the country that they're leaving. So now there's going to be less, civilians, maybe less military volunteers, less like some income revenues, tax revenues, some business trade deals, etc. are going to be like gone with it. Like I'm sure that's why most countries don't want no independent nations, no independent movements. That's why they're like Catalonia in Spain. There's like in China there's Hong Kong. I don't know how to pronounce it in Mandarin. Xinjiang? The Xinjiang. Xinjiang, I think that's how you pronounce it. I'm not sure. But yeah, and Tibet and Hong Kong and and Taiwan, even though Taiwan is basically an independent nation, but in China's point of view, it's just a Chinese territory. Semi autonomous territory. Yeah. Even though they have their own army, navy, etc. Yeah. But yeah, like during the Olympics, they can't call themselves Taiwan. They're called Chinese Taipei. Yeah. Crazy stuff. And there's Kurdistan and there's I think I think in even the UK, the England, there's a couple of cities or provinces or whatever that want to be independent. Yeah, independent nations or whatever state, and like you know, what I mean, like the USA, maybe no one want. I don't know if there's people who wants to be an independent nation, but there's definitely some cities that want to become their own state, like New York City, like freaking New York. Like half the population is concentrated in New York City, and then I'm assuming like lots of the economy, jobs, etc., money, business deals, etc., lots and lots of stuff, education, everything is concentrated in New York City. Like I don't know how much percent. I'm assuming it's a lot because almost like New York is like this big, and New York City is this small. So that's half the state's population is concentrated in this tiny little bit. So I imagine a lot of like the economy, education, like a lot of the high quality stuff is concentrated in that area. So naturally, it makes sense for like New York City people. Some people is like, oh, we have to be independent from New York State. Like, why are we paying taxes, etc.? Like, why are we getting lumped together with the New York State when we're in this like isolated area? Like, yeah, why do we have to pay for their stuff? Or why do we have like the same rights or whatever as them when clearly we have a different living situation, right? You know? Yeah. So maybe like in New York City, if it was independent state, it would get more funding from the federal government. Who knows? Yeah. Or yeah, stuff like that. Yeah, because the government, like the funding and all that, the New York State governor decides it instead of New York City mayor. If the New York City becomes an independent state, they could more autonomy, more control. You know, get definitely more like financial aid from the federal government or etc. Or at least they get more control of their budget and etc. Stuff like that, definitely, and policing and laws and etc. And I believe I was about to say South, like California, they also kind of want like some people want to separate it so that it's like you know, because like half of it is like Republican, half of it is liberal, so they want to like separate it and stuff like yeah. Yeah, I think, and also there's like some parts are really super concentrated urban wealth and stuff. I'm assuming it's kind of a similar situation to New York City and New York. And yeah, so and like Catalonia and Spain, I was supposed to say space, but like yeah, like oh, we make so much money more than the rest of the freaking country. Why should we help them? Like what? Like, I mean, for the greater good, globalism, so like socialism, help everybody. Make one giant Terran Federation, human federation, like all those sci-fi series, all those sci-fi TV shows and movies and video games, you know, the human race united as one, conquering the galaxy, conquering the universe, yo. But that's never gonna happen because everyone hates each other, everyone wants to kill each other, everyone wants to steal each other's stuff. Like nobody wants peace. Not nobody wants peace, but very few people want peace. Cause like it makes sense. If globalism, socialism, etc., you're sharing everything. While most people, I want everything. I want it all. I don't want to help you. I just want to help myself. I don't want to help you. I don't want you to take my stuff. I don't want to give you any of my stuff, even if I already have a gazillion stuffs, and you have no stuffs, a little stuff. You have money, resources, land, food, etc., stuff like that. You know, like a lot of conservatives, anti-welfare, anti-government aid, etc. Like, even though ironically most of the considered states are highly dependent on welfare and government aid. Yeah, they're highly dependent on it, but they're always like, oh, cut it all. Like, even though their entire voter base is entirely dependent on all those welfare programs, like, right, because 90% of their voter base is the poor people, and then 10% is like the super rich that hate the freaking welfare programs because it means less billions and trillions of dollars for them. Yeah, so okay, back to Kurdistan. I mean, although I don't really know much about it, but definitely, yeah, so, like, I did read before, like, basically like, after World War II, I think, like, the Middle East, basically, the countries were just randomly carved out, like, it wasn't even based on ethnicity or nationality, or, like, they just carved it out, and just putting random borders in, etc. So, yeah, it does suck that Kurdistan, Kurdish people are, you know, they're stranded. I mean, it happens everywhere. Yeah, like Mongolia is like half, like most of it is in independent Mongolia, but like a big portion of it is in China, and I think some of it is also in Russia. Yeah, that is a problem with lots of countries, and I don't know why I keep on talking about other countries. Probably because like it's, I don't know, off topicness. Keep on spreading, generalizing globalism, because I want that globalism term empire federation, like the sci-fi. Yeah, independent nations, definitely awesome, definitely, because you know people want to be independent, and hopefully that means less people killing each other, you know. No more terrorist attacks for independence. Just terrorist attacks for hating you, right? Hating your guts, hating religion, hating your nationality, your ethnicity. Yeah. So maybe peace is just a dream that will never happen, ever, ever, ever. Yeah. I don't know if it's probably not gonna be a daily vlog, but definitely for now it's gonna be more increased, ramped up production, and then less plays videos, because you know let's plays videos, I make them like 20-30 minutes long, kind of really freaking long, although these vlogs aren't that much shorter. But yeah, you at least you can be more entertained. I don't know, who knows. Yeah, because the games I do play the same games a lot over and over again, because I like those games. That's why I play them. Yeah, and also I'm poor. I don't have the money to get all those AAA games, you know. Anyway, so that's pretty much it. Rambling about this, even though I barely covered the unified Korea and the independent Kurdistan, but definitely free Tibet, free Kurdistan, free Catalonia, free everywhere. Free Wales, free Scotland, free Ireland, like free Kurdistan. Did I say that already? Free, well, it's not free Korea because they already are free, but unified Korea, unified China. Although no, independent. See, like independent Taiwan, independent Tibet, Hong Kong, Xinjiang, etc., or unified China. Well, I guess it's every country is a different situation. Yeah. So on one hand, definitely more countries combining together, super awesome in a sci-fi kind of way, fantasy kind of way, but also every country separating is also awesome, because everyone gets more independence over their own finances and military, policing, and laws, and etc. Yeah. Both have their pros and cons. But I'm rooting towards the Global Terran Federation. Yeah. Expanding all over the universe. Complete nonsense. But anyway, so hopefully everyone enjoyed watching this video. Be sure to expect more. When? Who knows? No strict schedule for the vlogs. But yeah, as always, thank you for watching. Until next time. Oh, I don't think I've said that for not decades, for lots of episodes, lots of videos now. Until next time, thank you for watching, and subscribe, comment, rate the video. Repeating myself over and over again. Bye bye. Thanks for watching.